What's up, guys? Tony here. Hope you're doing well. I'm back from vacation. It is Saturday, March 31st. I hope your weekend is going well. Hope you're doing well. Good to be back. And man, there was a lot of big news about Ripple while I was away. So I missed quite a few things here. So I just wanted to quickly recap. I'm sure you guys heard this already because it was picked up by a lot of crypto blogs and news networks and so forth. But I'll quickly recap some of the things that happened this week, give my thoughts as well. But definitely all positive things. So definitely some good stuff here. The first, as we've been talking about for months, guys, Ripple got listed on Uphold. I shared the poll they did on Twitter about a week ago where they were asking which crypto should they add. And of course, Ripple won by a very large percentage in that poll. And as we talked about, Greg Kidd, an early Coinbase investor, gave Uphold about $58 million to essentially list XRP, expand their services, and also to add hacker insurance, which is big. It possibly definitely the first crypto exchange to do so. So if they ever got hacked, you're covered. You'll get compensated for your loss. Which is definitely something all crypto exchanges need to do. Now, obviously, XRP went ahead and listed this. They published a blog post about it. So it says here, Uphold, the digital wallet with debit, credit, and automated clearinghouse capacity, ACH, now allows users to exchange XRP with 34 different currencies, commodities, and digital assets. This listing highlights the expanding XRP ecosystem and deepening pool of liquidity available worldwide. The Uphold platform's US users can now access XRP directly, no steps in between. They can also exchange 7 digital assets, including XRP, with 23 fiat currency and 4 precious metals, and send money instantly to others anywhere in the world. So obviously you have fiat pairing here, which is great. You can essentially take a debit card or whatever it is and go purchase the XRP. And this is what I've been talking about, guys, and where Coinbase dropped the ball. And also we know that CoinSquare, the Canadian crypto exchange, will be listing XRP soon. They are planning to expand to the United States and UK. So that's why I said if Coinbase does not go ahead and start listing new cryptocurrencies, including a top 3 crypto, which is XRP, they're going to lose business. So great sign. And remember what I've been telling you guys, don't panic. Don't worry about what's happening in the market right now. Because as you see, there's moves being made by exchanges, by companies and businesses. And they're not looking right now because they know what's coming. They know about the institutional money that's on its way. They know about the regulations that are being put into place to help institutional money get in. There's a lot of hedge funds and investment firms that are gearing up to put money and dump money into the market. And we know about, big money, some of the big names like Peter Thiel, Mark Cuban, guys like that who put millions into Bitcoin. So you think those guys are going to dump that money in there to lose it? No. They want to make money just like we do. So be patient, and all of these things that are happening are setting the stage for that big growth, guys. So big win for XRP here. We need more fiat pairing and more exchanges, which will help new investors to easily purchase XRP as they can for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, right? You can easily go on Coinbase or many exchanges such as Gemini and so forth, and easily purchase with fiat. So great news there. Just a quick note, someone did a review and they posted it on the Ripple subreddit, They said it's pretty easy and pleasant to sign up as far as the process for Uphold. Verification wasn't too invasive. They said they were verified in a couple hours, which is great because I know a lot of people, a lot of exchanges have been taking weeks, months to verify people. The person said, I funded via a debit card shortly after. Funds were available within minutes. Great sign. XRP purchase was easy. Support question answered promptly in the middle of the night in the United States. The cons, he said, you cannot send XRP to an external wallet yet. However, it is said to be coming in the next couple weeks. So that is if they weren't allowing you to withdraw completely, I'd be like, that's a major flaw that they need to work on. But it sounds like they're going to work on allowing you to move your XRP. That's going to be huge, guys. US based exchange, which essentially acts like Coinbase. Easy to purchase. You can use a debit card and so forth. You can, of course, wire money over or whatever it is, or have a bank withdrawal, excuse me. So this is going to work very much like Coinbase. So I'm excited to see what happens. And this is, once again, going to help Ripple just to grow. The other breaking news, guys, here, LBX adds support for Ripple XRP. And similar to what Uphold is doing with US fiat currency to XRP pairing, they are the first exchange to offer the British pound pairing for XRP. So this is big. You got the UK folks are now going to be able to easily purchase XRP. I know over there they have Bitstamp, which I use as well, but the more exchanges that offer this service, the better. So this is big news as well. So it says here, we at the London Block Exchange, LBX, the UK's only dedicated multi-cryptocurrency exchange, have added Ripple XRP to our blossoming selection of cryptocurrencies. This means that not only are we the sole operator in the market to offer UK onshore banking, we are also the only exchange in the world to offer GBP pairing for Ripple's XRP token. So, two huge updates, guys, which will make it very easy for folks to purchase Ripple XRP, which is super important for the growth because, as I've talked about, having to buy Ethereum and Bitcoin and transfer it to Binance or Bittrex or whatever to get XRP, that's a very tedious process for folks who are new. It's difficult. For us who have been in the market for a while, it's like, okay, it's easy and we understand it, but in order for you to get a lot of the masses, people who may not be technically savvy, who, they just don't understand the concept, but they understand the concept of paying directly for something. That's what this is going to help with. So Ripple mentioned all of these things on their Twitter account. They highlighted this, the Uphold edition of XRP and the LBX edition of XRP. So big news. Now, the other huge news, guys, and I know this is going to not one of those things that, directly it affects the price of XRP or will I should say, it's not a direct impact. It's an indirect impact on the value of XRP. It's huge marketing news. It's huge PR news, and it will add credibility to the crypto market and this XRP as a cryptocurrency, and also Ripple as a company. Ripple donated $29 million to help schools across the United States to fund projects. This is huge, guys, because I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with the United States education system. A lot of the educational system is not funded well. And there's a lot of issues, from a politics standpoint and government funding and budgets and things like that. So this is huge. You have a company that's donating $29 million to school. That puts them in a different light for many folks. Those who don't know about crypto, don't know about Ripple, those who are, maybe they heard about Ripple, but they don't know the details. These things will spark the conversation and put the spotlight on Ripple that, oh, wow, a cryptocurrency company, right, just gave $29 million to schools. It puts them in a very different light. And this was picked up by Stephen Colbert. He mentioned it of the Late Show, talking about it. So it got a lot of press. And as you can see here, the New York Times picked it up. That is big, guys. So this is huge. I'm not going to go into all the details because it's not related to us as traders. But the idea is that this is huge PR news. This has lasting effect, right? It really puts a spotlight on Ripple. And as the market starts picking up, it will definitely contribute, once again, indirectly, because branding is important. Also, people having trust in you and seeing you as a company and seeing that you're doing great things, those things help to build brand resonance and people that have trust in you. So definitely a huge news for Ripple and a great move on their end, obviously helping the kids. So this is awesome. The other news, guys, Ripple joins the Hyperledger blockchain consortium. This is very interesting. So it says here, distributed ledger startup Ripple has joined the Linux Foundation-backed Hyperledger blockchain consortium. Hyperledger announced Wednesday that Ripple is among 14 companies to join the group, which first launched at the end of 2015 and to date has added more than 200 firms and organizations to its ranks. It says also joining the group is CU Ledger, a separate consortium, et cetera, et cetera. So a statement from here, a quote, excuse me, from Ripple's CTO, Stephen Thomas. Through our partnership with Hyperledger, developers will be able to access Interledger Protocol ILP in Java for enterprise use. So this is big, and I'm going to tell you why. Being part of that consortium will give them more leverage to be able to obviously get more relationships, partnerships, but also get the community of folks to buy in more into Ripple. So it's think of it as networking, right? If you're trying as a business to expand your services, get people on board, get people to understand you better, you start to branch out and start working with different groups and so forth. And you got a blockchain consortium. It puts you in a better position, gives you more leverage, adds to your credibility. So Ripple is doing some great things, and this is why it's very different from a lot of cryptos. It's an actual company, guys, and they're moving, they're putting their pieces together here, and obviously it's a long-term hold. But I'm telling you guys, it reminds me very much of companies like Google, which started off offering a great product, but also doing great things, charity, partnerships and investments and acquiring other companies and things along that line. It has a very similar kind of feel to it in that perspective, having seen myself Google, just the way it grew. I think many of you also. So I'm telling you guys, this company is going places. XRP as a digital asset, a crypto, will go up in value. It will take time. Obviously, I talked to you guys about this a lot. Getting a lot of the bank partnerships, going through beta testing, all of that stuff. These companies are not just going to flip the switch overnight. They have to do a lot of testing. They got to work together. They got to build a relationship. So keep holding on to your XRP, guys. As you can see, a ton of news, a lot of momentum, a lot of things happening. But I really think there's so much potential here. So much potential. So I'm not going to get too much into this. You guys can obviously check it out yourself. But all great news. Obviously, the Uphold and LBX editions of XRP and pairing to fiat is huge. And I think this charity donation that Ripple did is big time, guys. Big time PR. Getting picked up. Obviously, the Late Show, New York Times is talking about you. Really providing funds to one of the problems we have in this country. So this is big. What do you guys think about this news? I'm sure you heard about some of this already. I'm a bit late, obviously, because I've been out. But I wanted to just recap in case some of you didn't miss some of the smaller news, like the Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium news there. So what do you guys think about this? I would love to hear your thoughts. I think this is all huge news. And like I said, guys, notice the moves that are happening with exchanges and companies and hedge funds and investment firms. I could tell you guys, everybody's in it to make money, right? No one is doing this for fun. They want to make money. And they're building resources and putting a lot of money behind this and getting things launched because they know what's coming. They're looking ahead. So we're all expecting that huge bull run to come. We can't accurately predict it. And of course, the market is volatile because we know negative news will help drive prices down, but temporarily, right? And governments are warming up to crypto. They're not killing it. They're not banning it. They're going to present regulations, but nothing to stifle crypto where, it can't progress, it can't grow. So cryptocurrency is the future, guys. Just remember that. And I think we need Bitcoin to be successful, of course, and I think the alts are going to follow eventually, and eventually we'll have separation, but right now everything is tied to Bitcoin, and that's the way it is. We have to grow, and maybe after the next bull run, we'll see some separation. So anyway, what do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, thumbs up. Please subscribe for more videos on Ripple and other cryptocurrencies. Talk to you guys later.